Have you ever noticed this? Your life looks fine from the outside. No major disaster, no obvious crisis. Yet inside, you feel uneasy, restless. Your chest feels tight for no clear reason. You try to calm yourself. You distract yourself. You tell yourself others have it worse. But the anxiety stays. What if I told you this anxiety isn't random? What if there's one Islamic reason behind it that most Muslims never notice, and because they miss it, they keep fighting anxiety the wrong way? Stay with me. By the end of this video, things will start making sense. For many Muslims living in the USA and UK, anxiety has become normal. You wake up already tired, your mind jumps ahead to everything that could go wrong: deadlines, finances, career pressure, family expectations, identity confusion. You scroll your phone to escape your thoughts, but the silence comes back stronger. You pray, but your heart feels distracted. You make dua, but you don't feel calm afterward. You try to be productive, but your mind feels heavy. And the worst part, you start blaming yourself. Why am I like this? Am I weak? Do I lack iman? Why can't I just relax like others? So many Muslims think anxiety means they're failing spiritually, or that it's just a mental issue they must push through. But neither explanation fully fits, because this anxiety feels deeper. Here's what most people never realize. Anxiety is not always caused by fear of the future. Sometimes anxiety comes from something inside you being out of alignment, spiritually and psychologically at the same time. And Islam actually explains this with incredible clarity. Allah tells us something very powerful in the Quran. He explains that hearts find rest through remembrance of Him, not through distraction, not through success, not through control, through remembrance. But here's the key insight most Muslims miss. This doesn't only mean saying words of dhikr. It means your inner priorities, your attachments, and your sense of safety are aligned with Allah, not secretly tied to something else. Anxiety often appears when the heart is relying on something temporary for stability: career, grades, money, relationships, validation, control over outcomes. When those things become the emotional foundation, even unintentionally, the heart stays tense. Why? Because deep down, you know they can disappear. Islam teaches that the heart was never designed to feel secure through unstable things. So anxiety isn't always a punishment. It's often a signal that the heart is carrying a weight it was never meant to carry. Let's break this down into clear, practical steps you can actually apply. Step 1. Identify what your heart is clinging to. Ask yourself honestly, what must go right for me to feel okay? Is it academic success, job security, approval from others, a specific relationship, a certain lifestyle? When one thing becomes emotionally non-negotiable, anxiety increases. Islam doesn't forbid caring, but it warns against depending. Your heart was created to depend on Allah first. Everything else is secondary. Step 2. Separate effort from emotional control. This is critical. Islam teaches responsibility, not emotional obsession. You are required to study, work, plan, improve. You are not required to control outcomes. Anxiety grows when effort turns into emotional ownership. Do your part with excellence, then emotionally step back. Say internally, I've done what I can. The result is not mine to carry. This single shift reduces anxiety dramatically. Step 3. Fix the silent spiritual leak. Many Muslims pray, but rush through life outside prayer. The heart never slows down. Try this. Once a day, pause for 60 seconds. No phone, no noise. Sit, breathe, acknowledge Allah's presence. Not long dhikr, not long dua, just awareness. This retrains the nervous system and the heart together. Step 4. Reduce mental overload, not just sin. Anxiety isn't always about haram. It's about overstimulation, endless scrolling, constant opinions, comparisons, bad news cycles. Your soul wasn't built for constant input. Choose less information, not more motivation. Silence is a form of spiritual medicine. Here's something unexpected. Some anxiety doesn't come from weakness, it comes from a sensitive heart. People with conscience, depth, and awareness feel imbalance more quickly. So instead of fighting anxiety aggressively, what if you listened to it? Not to obey it, but to understand what it's pointing towards. At work, anxiety shows up when your self-worth is tied to performance. In studies, it appears when failure feels like identity loss. In relationships, it grows when approval replaces self-respect. In spiritual life, it increases when rituals exist without inner grounding. If ignored, anxiety slowly turns into burnout, emotional numbness, avoidance, guilt, distance from Allah. But when addressed correctly, it becomes a turning point. Here's the hope. Allah does not abandon anxious hearts. In fact, many scholars say inner discomfort is often a sign of divine concern, not rejection. Allah disturbs the heart gently before life disturbs it harshly. This anxiety may be an invitation to simplify, to realign, to come back inward. You are not broken, you are being redirected. So remember this. Anxiety isn't always random. It's often a message that the heart needs a safer foundation, a reminder that peace doesn't come from control, it comes from trust, a call to slow down, realign, and return inward. When the heart stands in the right place, the mind follows, and calm returns, not instantly, but steadily. If this video resonated with you, take a quiet moment after it ends. Let it settle. And if you feel this message could help someone silently struggling, share it with them. Support the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps this kind of calm, practical Islamic content reach the people who need it most.